This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're in Marbella, outside Macklin's Gym. With me I've got the latest recruit to the MGM stable. Welcome to the team, Billy Joe Saunders.
I'll welcome you to the team, KUGAN.
Why are you welcoming me to the team? I've been here for a year and a half. You've just joined.
Well, I'm still going to welcome you to the team. I've been training here for a year and over a year.
Fair enough. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. You?
Looking well?
Yeah, feeling very good. You've been very busy lately, I noticed.
Getting about.
Been everywhere, so I've been enjoying interviews.
You've been watching?
Why I've been over here in Marbella, I've been enjoying interviews, training, and been catching up with interviews every day. You know, I've been watching all the Tyson Fury interviews.
Yeah.
Uncle John Fury, Uncle Peter, all of them. I've enjoyed them.
Good. Let's start in Dusseldorf.
Yep.
You were one of the very few people on camera that called a Tyson Fury win, and I did that interview with you maybe 2-3 months ago.
About a bit more.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why, KUGAN, yeah? Just let me tell you why. A lot of people are arse lickers, yeah? Lick arse. David A's arse, I shouldn't talk because he's done more in boxing than I probably ever will, but I'll tell you what upsets me. They lick David A's arse in balls. David A did. David had a chance to fight Tyson twice, remember? Not once, twice. Earned a lot of money, twice. Yeah? Didn't want to give him a chance for a payday. Who else have we got? Right, Anthony Joshua, good talent, I like him, lovely fellow, good fighter, but Tyson and him the same age, look at the records, but look who Tyson's beat. Yeah? Tyson's undisputed world champion, right or wrong? Unified, sorry, world heavyweight champion.
Yeah. Anthony
Joshua's fighting for, is it the British title next?
Correct.
So that's where you go. Anthony Joshua's a good fighter, but again, I don't think he's in Tyson's league at the minute. And with Tyson winning them belts and growing in confidence, I don't think a lot of heavyweights is going to be in his league for a long time. But let me tell you, a lot of people say what they're going to do to Klitschko, wear shirts and say we're going to do this, do that, and then go in there, shit yourself, don't throw a punch. That's what they do. Tyson went there, wrote it down on a piece of paper, what he was basically going to do, because you could write it down. He told him what he was going to do. He told him he said, I might even switch southpaw, hold you off and then outbox you. I might not. Did what he said he was going to do. Then he does it, then people run the performance down. Someone who ain't been beat for 10 years, somebody which, alright, put Mayweather back into boxing. The only bigger upset is Mayweather getting beat, but he's retired, so the biggest upset in boxing, Tyson's done. And yet he don't get no credit. Papers running him down the next day, what? Because he's a traveller. Is that what they do? It does upset me. I watch it and I feel, because I've watched Tyson from no age, and he's right what he says. I heard John Fury say, they're not arse lickers, they're straight people. And not only did they beat Klitschko in the ring, like he said, they did beat the team. Nobody don't want to give them credit for it. Why don't I want to give them credit for it? Because Peter and John Fury are gypsies, chippos, that's what they are. That's why they don't get credit for it. That's my opinion. I'm not being funny. You wouldn't do it any other race. If this was another race, it'd be unbelievable. David A went in there and didn't throw a punch. Come out and blamed it on his toe. Tyson Fury went in there, traded with him, outboxed him, pushed him, slugged him about in Germany and beat him on points, and had a point took off. And people still saying, taking his credit away. How can you do that? To me, boxing like that, it upsets me. Even me fighting for a world title, that's the reason why, you know, people don't want Tyson Fury now. Tyson Fury, they should give him Sports Personality of the Year straight away now, I reckon. They should hand it to him. What he's done for our sport, he's the prized possession in our sport at that weight. Every weight is a heavyweight.
The people talking about the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award, and obviously Tyson's name since the other day has been heavily mentioned.
But then they're saying that they don't. Is he the type to set an example?
Yeah, like a role model.
Yeah. Why is he not whining them? You don't never hear him saying. You never hear. Have you heard of him being a racist?
No.
Have you ever heard of him disrespecting somebody in such a way, swearing and hollering at them, and all right, he sells a fight, and that's what he's born to do. He's blessed. Look at him, where he's at. But you've never heard him being disrespectful to older people. He's always respect for trainers. He's always respect for the fighters, but he just tells it how it is. If you want kids to come up and lie to themselves, and he's not the man then, is he? But if you want someone speaking the truth and tell him how it is, and I think a heavyweight world champion, what's done history, if he's not a role model for young kids, what do they want? Paedophiles? Seriously, do you want a paedophile to be that? That's what I get upset for, and I do get upset over it, because I'll read on Twitter, on my Twitter, he's just a gyppo. Yeah, right, he is gyppo, yeah, he's gypsy. But look where he is, and look where they are, pushing Tesco's wheelbarrows up and down Tesco's car park, and look where he is. Yeah, that's a gyppo done that. So that's my case rested.
Do you believe it's solely down to his traveller
Yeah.
background, or do you think it's sometimes people take for however they want to take it some of the things that Tyson says?
What though, Cougar? What? Listen,
I'm not defending
yeah,
those people
I
at
know,
all.
yeah,
at all.
I know, but can you
I'm
use
just giving
any,
a flip
can
side.
you use any example? Let me tell you a little story, yeah? Perhaps if people look at art the way we live, yeah, and the way we got brought up, and Tyson as well, look into our lives and say, I'll tell you what, he's had it hard, he's done it the hard way, nothing's been given. Our dads has never give us anything, we've always had to work for it from being 10-year-old. So what he's got himself. His dad ain't give it to him, his uncle ain't give it to him, they've helped him, no one's give it to him, promoters ain't give it, he's done it himself. So people's got to look at that, not only the pros, but all the amateur, when he was young, all the dedication, when his mates are going out, he stayed in, and all that, same as all of us. Getting there, working hard, when times are very hard. His dad been in prison for a long time, when he was a young boy. On his own, he still stand out there, not gone weak, mentally strong, got stronger, done his work. People don't look at that, why not pat him on the back and say, I'll tell you what, fair play, I hope you get 50 million next time, instead of getting upset and jealous of what he's done. I say, because he's a traveller. If there's anybody, if Anthony Joshua, I've got nothing against them because they're good fighters, unbelievable fighters. Anthony Joshua, David A, done this, it'd still be the front pages today. He only won it Saturday. Has he been in any more newspapers? No.
No.
Yeah, little write-ups. Little write-ups. Who's this? Johnny Nelson. Another one. Didn't believe him. None of them believed him. None of them. I knew what Tyson was going to do. And thank you very much, Tyson. Thank you very much. I've, off Tyson's behalf, I treated myself to a little watch. Thank you very much, Tyson. A few quid. But listen, and do you know what, KUGAN? Yeah. For everybody, I shouldn't say this, but everybody who lost money betting against him, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm so happy. Because let me tell you one thing. What they looked at him enough to say, you fat gypsy. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Look at you. Tried to cheat him on the ring. Tried to cheat him with the gloves. Yeah? And probably behind the scene, whatever not they else tried to do. You know? Psychologically trying to get in his head at the scales. Imagine me jumping on the scales at 11 stone 6 in my dressing room, then going in and jumping on the scales and me weighing 10 stone off. I'm thinking, what's going on here? Oh, everything didn't work. Didn't work. So listen, let me tell you to the public, right? I've got my own world title coming up, and I know I'm going into a bit of rage just because I know when I win my world title, and this is nothing like Tyson's, that no one ain't really going to give you a look because I'm a traveller. I know that, but I'm doing it for myself and my family, you know? So let me tell you, the man who upset the complete world is a gypsy, yes, and you're going to have to get used to it because he's only going to grow in confidence for that, and he's going to be around a very long time.
The stories that come out in the Monday newspapers, there were some positive ones, but there were also some negative ones.
Yeah, but how can you write a negative story about that? About history, yeah? How can you write a negative story about history? Breaking history. How can you do that? What's his name?
Matt Dickinson.
Oh, well, Matt Dickinson, do not write on me when I win a world title. Do not, please.
And Steve Howard from The Sun.
Steve Howard from The Sun and Matt Dickinson, whoever you are. Go and suck one another off, but do not write against me. Do not write, even if I win in one round, get knocked out in one round, do not write nothing good, bad about me. I do not want their press. I don't, because it's not good press, is it? Tyson winning the world heavyweight title, then running him down.
It's quite bad, actually.
Yeah, it is quite
some
bad,
of the comments
KUGAN.
that were in there
Listen,
about...
I'll tell you what upsets me. Is just the things you read on Twitter and things like that and other social networks. And yet, if they got in front of Tyson's face, if they got in front of his face, they want to massage his balls. That's what they want to do. They would never ever say it to his face. That's what upsets me. At least, us travelling people are respectable and proud enough. If we've got something to say, when we see you to your face, we won't act like we like you. We'll say how it is. If I don't like someone, I won't talk to them. And that's how Tyson is and his family. And that's all of us breeders. Everyone. If people don't like that honesty, then we're not their cup of tea.
You made some very fair points there.
I'm sorry if I've gone on about it.
Doesn't matter, no.
But that's just the way I feel. It's just the way I feel. And like I said, I couldn't be any happier for Tyson doing it than any other heavyweight in the world. He was the one I'd pick my own hands to do it if I could pick one. Him.
Okay, we'll move on. Your fight is a couple of weeks away now.
Yep.
It's been a little bit frustrating for you, obviously, the last 6 months.
Very.
The cut and having to, the stop-start, it being in Ireland, Manchester now, back in Manchester. But it's all that's done now. It's 2 weeks away, and you get your shot. See if you're good enough to win a world title.
That's the one, Kugan. I've got mine coming now. It's been a very long time, very long, but good things come to those who wait. No disrespect to Andy, he's a good fighter, good champion, but my skill and will to win is never been so high that I need it. I don't want this, I need this. Do you know what I'm saying? It's something that I need. I'm 26. I'm at the right age. I turned down some opportunities in my boxing career. Who knows, they're good or bad, but at the time they was financially good. So, there's a few mistakes I probably made on the way, but I'm here today fighting for a world title in under 3 weeks.
Do you regret any of those? You had some other world title shots you could have taken, different routes, different organisations you could have gone down.
Yeah.
Do you regret any of that?
No, I got the IBF chance, and already done a deal with the WBO, step aside, etc. And listen, if people knew what I got to step aside and knew the financial deal what I got, they would look at it and go, "You've made the right decision." All but the cut and injury. That's the only thing. Where I would have been travelling and probably for less money, I'm getting 6 times as much, probably. And not travelling, it's in my own town, well, my own country. So I believe I made the right decision. If I could have went for the IBF and won the IBF and had a unification with Andy Lee, that's what I would have liked. But it didn't work like that. I couldn't do it. And I wasn't looking past, obviously, who I had to fight because I'd have still had to win. But I couldn't have done it because the WBO wouldn't have allowed my deal to go through with what I had. So that's the way it was.
Just obviously going back a little bit to what you were first talking about, if you do win on the 19th against Andy Lee, do you believe that you'll get similar sort of treatment on the negative side to what Tyson's has? Do you believe you'll get that as well?
Kugan,
I know Tyson's thing on a bigger scale because it's for heavyweight world title.
Listen. Tyson has upset the full boxing planet. You name what country don't know Tyson's beat Vladimir Klitschko. None. And the amount of press he's got, alright, some good press. Not all you press, so listen, I'm not talking about all the papers because some good things I've read about on the internet and on the Twitter, some good things I've read about him. But then I read some bad things what people's printed. How can you print something bad about that? So I know me winning. Right, me and Andy, 2 jippos fighting for a world title. Alright, brush them to the side. Alright, he's world champion. Don't worry about that. No, I'm not looking for press. I'm not looking for fame. I'm not looking for this. I'm looking to better my 2 sons' life. That's all I'm looking to do and put my career on another level. That's the reason why I've teamed up with MGM, and I'm promoted by Frank Warren. I want to get me world title and get some big fights in. I'm not worried about the press, don't worry. Listen, as long as I'm doing my thing, I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm not worried about him or him. I'm worried about me. Me and my family, that's it. Nobody else. I'm not worried about if it's in papers. As long as I go in with that belt, that's all I'm worried about.
When I spoke to you about the Fury fight, you were very convinced, as in, you weren't going, well, I don't know, but if I had to go with one, I'll go with Tyson. You were convinced that Tyson was going to win. You're also convinced that Spike O'Sullivan will beat Chris Eubank.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, listen, I'll be a fool to sit here and say that I'm as convinced as I was with Tyson because I've grew up with Tyson on the England squads. If Tyson said to you now, listen, I'm going to go out and stand in front of that car and try to stop it with my hand, he's going to try and do it. That's the sort of person he is. If you know him, he's not one of them what says, I'm going to get in that ring, I'm going to have a little go, I'm going to smash it on him. When he gets in there, don't do it. He does what he says he's going to do, and he did against Klitschko. Spike's a good mate. I've got good mates from through boxing. But I'm saying Spike can beat you. I've been in with both of them. This ain't a fight where you can say 100% Eubank's going to win this fight. Eubank's the favourite. Of course he's going to be the favourite. Spike's not going to get no help on Eddie Earnshaw. Spike knows that. Spike's got to get him trading. Once he gets him trading and catches him, I think they go.
What do you make of Andy Lee's comments previously about the fight being a bit of a hype fight and Starbucks boxing? And
well, you know, I don't think it's Starbucks boxing. Eubank's probably one of the most talked about middleweights in Britain. You know, Spike also has had some big wins, so it's an interesting dust-up. They both had words, so I wouldn't call it Starbucks boxing, definitely not. And do I think it was a bit out of order saying that? I don't think they should. Listen, call Eubanks what you want and what you don't want. I don't like him, he is a prick, innit? But you can't really call it Starbucks boxing. Do you know what I'm saying? Eubanks, decent fighter, but listen, I'm rooting for Spike to take his head off his shoulders. I really am. I really hope he catches him and knocks him out cold on the canvas. And I shouldn't talk like that, please God, because I've got my own world title coming up, but I just don't like him, and Spike's a good mate of mine. And I am supporting Team Spike all the way.
the winner of that fight will go on to fight the winner of Danny Jacobs and Peter Quillen, which is live on BoxNation, coincidentally this Saturday/Sunday morning. How do you think that Spike or
well, let me tell you about that, because
Eubank would fare against those two?
Different styles. Peter Quillen's very patient. He's very slow. Spike and Peter Quillen are stand there and trade. Let me tell you, someone who stands there and trade with Spike, I boxed him. But all right, he didn't catch me clean because I felt his power and didn't want him to catch me clean because he's very heavy-handed. Spike's very, very heavy-handed with them little gloves. Andy Lee went 10 rounds with Fitzgerald. Spike went in there and demolished him in a round. 1 round. You know, Spike's a very, very big puncher.
Whose power did you feel more, Eubank or O'Sullivan?
O'Sullivan. Eubank's not a big puncher, KUGAN. You could stand and trade with Eubanks. He just comes up in flurries. You know, I'm not quite sure of what Adam Booth's going to go with his tactics. I think Adam Booth's going to opt for the keep him long tactic, Bryant the jab, freeze and fours, Bryant the jab. I think that's the sort of tactic he's going to plan out. Because Adam Booth's fighters now, they all seem to be a bit patient.
What do you make of that relationship between Adam and Chris?
Well, first of all, it's very hard training, you know, them two fighters in the same sort of weight for big fights. Very hard. You know, it's a lot of stress. But I think that Adam Booth and Eubank will get on nicely. I've heard both of them talk a bit of shit sometimes. So, you know, I think they get on well. I don't think Adam would let the old man get involved as much. Kangaroo bollocks, whatever he's eating. I don't think he'll let him get involved too much. But I think that the relationship could work out. But whatever relationship, he would never beat me, KUGAN, ever in a million years. As long as he's got a hole in his arse, he would never beat me, ever. I've got the print how to beat him. And I'd smash him to pieces for boxing him again. But people now, they've got to earn the shot this day and age. Look at Tyson. Look what he had to do. Look how many he had to get in 2 mandatory positions to fight. What's his name? Klitschko. People's got to earn the shot now.
Is it inevitable though we will end up seeing a rematch between you and Chris Eubank?
Listen, on my behalf, I've got my own boxing career in front of me. I've beat him. I can sleep at night knowing I've beat him. It's not really a must for me, KUGAN. I'm earning good money elsewhere. If ever it popped up, alright, if ever it popped up, then, you know, we're with different promoters now. I'm with Frank Warren.
Makes it harder to make.
Listen, I'm with Frank Warren, he's with Eddie Earn. It's never going to work. Because it's going to do big numbers wherever it is. Don't get me wrong, it's good financially for both of us, but he already had his contract put in front of him to sign. He had his rematch and he blew it. He had the biggest gift anyone was going to... He's never going to earn the money. And he says it about me. You're never going to earn the money what you can get fighting me than anybody else. If you knew what I was earning now, if I wanted to, I'm not going on about it or nothing. It's not about. It's about getting. But if I really wanted to, I could retire now, like, and live happily. So it's not about money and you. It's about someone beat you. You'd fight for no money to get them back in the ring, fight again. Do you know what I'm saying? So he had his big opportunity to get a lot of money to rematch, and he didn't want it. Because he knows in his own head, he can talk all shit what he wants, but he knows in his own head that I'm wrong for him. He knows I'm too wrong for him. Very wrong. And 2 losses in a row, he just might as well just chuck himself in the sea without a life jacket on, wouldn't he? And let the sharks take him away.
Have you been watching I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here?
KUGAN, no, I haven't, to be honest. I've been too busy training, getting ready, but I've heard that he's been eating some kangaroo bollocks or something, or some sort of testicles he's been sucking on. I don't know, to be honest. I clearly don't know. I'm not interested. I'm just hoping that Spike does a job on the 12th. I've been speaking to Spike. I've been seeing pictures of him. I've been hearing from his sparring in training camp. He's probably looking the best he's ever been. And listen, Spike's a good mate of mine, but again, he wins that fight. He knows that he puts himself in position for the only man who beaten me. You know what I mean? And even though we're friends, I'm sure we can do business, put it aside and fight. You know, we've had the conversation loads of times.
Okay. Oh, that was an interesting chat. I do want to talk about your career move, but you have made a decision on your career to join Macklin's Gym Marbella. Great team here. I haven't got to go on about that. You know what you've been training here for a while, but why the decision to come here?
So it is, KUGAN. I come here for the Eubank fight first of all. I needed to get away, obviously, from the distractions at home. And when I come here, you meet some people what's always after something. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's always put it there, but you think, oh, it's the catcher. But when you come here, everybody's relaxed. Everybody helps you. There's nothing. They want to do the best for you. And I sat back. No one approached me. Nobody even come to me. I sat here and I just see what they did for the not championship fighters, but for the 4-round fighters, and how they was getting looked after, and what they was doing for them, and they couldn't do enough for them. And they love the boxing here, KUGAN. They love it. And I watched them, and I was thinking about it last year with the Eubank fight, and after the Eubank fight I was thinking, like, you know, I was reflecting on camp, and I was thinking how good they was to me and that, and when I come back here again last time, it was just everything. It's just my own now, do you know what I mean? It's just like my own with boxing. It's just so relaxed. People don't understand how much relief's off you when you're here training, and they all got good connections with America and with everything like that for big fights. Frank Ron's still my promoter, so Frank Ron and Danny's got a very, very good relationship. We can all work together, but I think it comes to a time in every boxer's career where he's got to separate the manager from the promoter. I'm happy with Frank Ron. I'm continue working with Frank Ron, but I've just opted that MGM Marbella as my management team, and I feel that that's best for my career, and that's the decision I've made. And like I said, it's brought a new lease of energy to me as well, a bit more excitement. Do you know what I mean? And it's just at the right time as well. My world title coming up, all the team right me, all my old GB mates are here, a few of them, Tom Stalker and that. So it's good. It's a good family, good team.
They've got strong links and connections in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
How do you think I got
Daniel,
over there?
yeah, I know, yeah. I think,
yeah, they're very connected in Sri Lanka.
Think Daniel and Anto's bought a herd of goats out there, haven't they? They bring them back over here for grazing on the land. I've heard about that, yeah. Sri Lankan goats they bought. No, they've got good milk, haven't they? They're all milk for the boxers.
Who do you think got them over here?
You.
I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
Harry. Here, come here. Just come here for a second, please. Come here, Harry. Look, just come here. Just come here. Look, this is the man. Just come here. I want you for a second. Come on. Just come in. This is part of it. Come here. No, I'm not. This is the man. Listen, come on, Harry. Come on, Harry. Come in. This is the man who picks me up from the airport every time. What has me on edge, shitting myself, yeah, on the way here. I'm not for a taxi next time. Yeah?
Why? He drove sensibly today.
Nah, listen. Listen, let me tell you one thing. He ain't had a few when he picks you up, has he? That's why he's all over the road. Listen, you shit yourself when he picks you up. I'm frightened to death, honestly.
Oh, he's got a coffee there. That's ludicrous.
Yeah. Nah, listen. Everybody here is a good team. They all get on. Everybody helps each other. You got everything here. You got everything here you need, KUGAN. So I'm delighted with my decision. I'm happy with my decision. It's about me, nobody else. It's a very selfish sport, boxing, and it's good to have good, nice people around you where you know that everything's looked after.
Here's something I wanted to ask you. I haven't seen you for a while. What did you make of Ronda Rousey getting beat?
KUGAN, I think people was a bit harsh on her, isn't she? Come on. I know people going on about, oh, she's this, she's that, but it's just, I don't really watch women's sport. I don't really watch it. I don't want to get all caught up in this thing again about I'm sexist and that, but I just don't like women fighting. I don't like it. I didn't watch it. You know, fair play, she's doing well for herself. And who beat was a stand-up boxer, was it?
Holly Holm.
Holly Holm, yeah. Fair play to her, fair play. But she's not a bit of me. I don't really take a lot of interest in that. If they was fighting naked in oil, perhaps I might watch it. Fighting bald naked in oil, lubricated up. You know what I mean? From the head all the way down in an oil ring. I might watch it. But apart from that, I'm not being disrespectful or rude or sexist, because, like I said, even Katie Taylor, she's done more than me than what I could ever achieve in the amateur. Olympic gold medals, fair play to them, but some things are just not for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just not for me. But what did you think of it?
Do you know what? I don't really watch a lot of UFC. I kind of watch the bigger stuff. Conor McGregor with these fights. I'm kind of a casual UFC fan. I watch it if the big fights and big names are on.
Anto said he had smashed Conor McGregor. He used to smash him in sparring. He was doing yoga the other day and he said, yeah, that Conor McGregor used to smash him, Billy, all the time. That's what he said.
Rematch.
Yeah, I'd like to see it, to be honest.
Alright, well listen, Billy Joe Saunders, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Good to catch up with you today. I'm flying off in a minute.
Just ready? Let's get the t-shirt in. None of the lads. Everyone's jealous of the t-shirt, Coop.
MGM.
No, yeah, but no one ain't got this sort of style.
Can you just give a shout like Team MGM but loud, you know, like...
No.
Go on.
Why do you want to give a shout? As this MGM Marbella here, as a t-shirt here.
But just give it, you know.
Why do you want to shout? This is a, what's it called at night time? It's called a...
residential?
Residential area.
Go on, go on.
No, I'm Team MGM. You know I am.
Yeah, but I want you to like honour it. Gypsy style.
Listen, Team MGM. Matter of fact, well, here we go. I'm the only gypsy style, true gypsy the MGM's got.
First.
I'm the first gypsy, how about that? The first.
I'm the first Sri Lankan at the MGM.
You're the first Sri Lankan, you are, you're right, yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are the first Sri Lankan.
Yeah, and you're the first
gypsy.
traveller.
Yeah, Chibbo.
Alright, Billy Joe Saunders, thanks for talking to IFL TV and we'll catch up with you fight week.
Thank you, KUGAN.
Good luck.